Welcome. Before we begin, a brief caution. Some of the movements and exercises in the video may not be suitable for everyone. If you have any questions or concerns about your ability to safely perform these exercises and movements, please stop immediately, consult with the appropriate member of your healthcare team, and only proceed when all of your questions and concerns have been appropriately addressed. And now, let's dive in. We're learning the Sun 73 as modified by Dr. Paul Lam, and we're in section 2, or actually getting towards the end of section 2 here. We left off with the funky wave hands like clouds, where the ending is a little different than the TCA ending. And the reason we did that was to set ourselves up for the higher horse move that comes next, and then the two toe kicks. So those will be the moves we look at in this video. Let me demonstrate the forms, and then we'll come back and break each one down. Okay. Okay, so higher horse, toe kick left, and toe kick right are the three forms we'll be taking a look at here. Now, the end of wave hands, you notice that we pivoted, and now the weight goes into the back leg, the left leg, as we step back with the right. The hands are sliding past each other, and the weight is going into the right. Empty stance with the left. Left hand's in front, right hand pointed at the inside of the elbow. Okay? So let's look at that again, coming out of the wave hands. And then there's a transitional move, which I think you could technically say is part of the higher horse, right? Where we're going to be turning our hands to carry the ball as we put the weight into the left leg so that I can pivot on the right. And as I'm pivoting, my fingers are turning up. I'm going a little past the center here. Now I'm coming back. It's tough to do this in slow motion. Coming back so that my toe is pointed directly out. My fingertips are up, and my weight has shifted from the left over to the right in preparation to kick with the left. So let's put that together a little bit more smoothly. We were here. We are here. We are here. And we are here. Okay, so that's higher horse. And from there, we're going to go into the kicks. Let me say this about the kicks. First of all, there's no reason to do anything that you're not comfortable with, and it's perfectly acceptable when you're doing a kick to basically just touch down like that. In fact, if you're doing this repetitively, and I often will do this myself, I'll just touch down like that, because doing the kicks properly can take a lot of energy and take it out of you, and you don't want to sacrifice your form. The other thing you certainly don't want to see is that you're flailing, you're leaning back, you're off balance, you're wobbly or whatever. Much, much better to just okay. If you are interested in doing the kick, a couple of tips. One is that if you are here, forget about the kick. Okay, this is, think about, you're going to be lifting your knee. So in this case, I'm going to do a kick to the left. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all my weight into the right leg, and I'm sinking down into the right, and I'm thinking that I'm very, very balanced and stable. And now I'm going to be turning my Tai Chi waist just slightly so that I'm going to pick up the knee, and then I can kick and put it back down. Okay. As I'm doing that, I'm making sure that the blade of my hand here is in alignment with the foot. Okay. Same thing on this side. I would sink into the left and then peel up the heel of the right, knee up, out, down. You can use the hands as balance, right? If you're walking the tightrope like this, it's harder than if you're walking the tightrope like this, which is why they do it. So to put it a little bit more smoothly, we would go to the left, and then we would go to the right, okay? But for now, you may just want to tap, come back, tap, come back. That's perfectly acceptable as well, okay? So let's put it all together. We'll start from the single whip, in fact. We'll come into our wave hands. That was the first. This is the second. Now there, we pivot on that foot. We're switching the weight to the left as we step back with the right. Hands have changed. Now we're beginning to put the weight into the left. Carrying the ball, fingertips are pointed up. Now the right toes are pointed directly ahead of me, and I'm pouring the weight down into the right so that I can pick up and kick with the left, switch the weight to the left, pick up the right, kick with the right. So that is the next sequence, and that takes us to the end of section 2 of the form. We'll see you in section 3.